Natural talented people are lazy. I remember being a child, and when I was in the 6th grade, I had started trying to play basketball. And I remember when I started to play, I wasn't really that good. I wasn't the tallest, I wasn't the fastest, I didn't jump the highest. So what happened was, I started to just work on my craft. So that summer, going into my 7th grade year, the entire summer I used to go up. I used to go up to the school and practice every day, and I got better. So when I came back my 7th grade year, I was a whole lot better than I was my 6th grade year, but I still wasn't a real good basketball player. I probably went from sucking to being just a okay average basketball player. So the 7th grade summer going to my 8th grade year, I really worked. I practiced every day. I was outside hooping. And when I went to school my 8th grade year, I was one of like the top 15 best players in the whole school. And one of the things it taught me is it taught me hard work. It taught me sacrifice. It taught me discipline. And I understood that I had to work to get where I tried to go. And there was other basketball players. I remember when I was like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, they was like they were the best basketball players at the school. I remember they was like real talented. And I'm pretty sure they hooped, but I don't think they were doing, I know they wasn't doing what I was doing because I was playing every single day. So I kept practicing. Those guys were still better than me, even my 8th grade year. By the time I got to about my 10th, 11th grade year, man, them guys, I was killing those guys. And I understood that natural talent is cool, but normally natural talent gonna be a little bit lazy. And the hard-working people usually gonna rise to the top. I give you another example. I'm a barber now. I've been cutting over 4 years now. When I first started cutting hair and I became a barber in a barber shop, I was horrible cutting hair. Horrible. I didn't know how to fade. I wasn't good at anything. I wasn't even good at lining people up, giving them an edge. And what happened was, I went through a lot of tough times that first year. I didn't really have a lot of customers. People didn't like the way my cuss was coming out. And I seriously thought about giving up. I really did. But I kept going. If I'll be honest with you, I can't even tell you what made me keep going. I would be lying to you if I told you, well, I kept going just because I was strong. It wasn't that. I just kept fighting. Why? I don't know. And what happened was I slowly started to become a better barber. Slowly started to become a better barber. And then what happened was the people that's naturally talented, because I know barbers that are way more naturally talented, right? Or was more naturally talented. Or they might still be. Because I'm not the best barber, but what happened was, if I'm at the barber shop 5 days a week, I work a full-time job. As soon as I'm off, I'm at the shop. Rain, sleet, snow, I'm at the shop, right? And the natural talented person, they taking off 2-3 days out of the week. Guess what's gonna happen at some point in time? I'm gonna catch up to that person clientele-wise. Then I'm gonna become a better barber because I keep cutting hair. See, the thing about life is you have so many people that's naturally gifted and they become lazy. I'll give you another example. You have people that can go to college and get college degrees and they're intelligent and they're so smart it's ridiculous. And the reason why they're smart, a lot of it's natural ability. You know, certain things that were just instilled in them, certain things that they have. Then you can have a person like me that never ever went to college a day in my life. But then a person like me get different results than a lot of people that went to college and get these degrees and all the above. And it's like, why? It's because what I'm operating on is not natural ability. It's all hard work and effort. It's all thinking. I have to be logical with every decision I make. See, an intelligent person, they can make decisions they don't have to think about them. I have to think about them because the decision I make can be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I see it every day. Most people operate off their just natural talent, their natural ability, their natural gift. But think about this for a second, right? Michael Jordan didn't even make his high school the senior team his 10th grade year. Think about Steph Curry. He said he wasn't even highly recruited. Kobe Bryant, he wasn't the number one pick in the draft. He even said there was a year when he was like 12 years old where he didn't score a point that entire summer league. He didn't score 1 point, he said, Kobe Bryant. But what happened? That made him work harder. It made him be more focused, more determined, more driven. And see, that's the problem I think a lot of people have in life. When you raise children, a lot of people don't raise their children to go through any type of discomfort. They raise their children to be spoiled. They raise their children where how you feel should be how life goes. It's not the way it is. They have their kids raised to a point where, you should always be happy. You'll never always be happy. If we lived in a world where you was always happy, there'd be a miserable world for everybody else. Someone else will be miserable if you are always happy, because your happiness is going to go into their happiness. But you know the amazing thing about this world? We all get our own little small piece of the pie. That's what makes the world so beautiful. So at one point in time, I'm happy. One point in time, you happy. One point in time, she happy. One point in time, he happy. But the thing about this hard work, you learn that when you have to go through something, when you're not the best. See, me playing ball, I used to always tell a young hooper this. I always tell a young person this, playing ball. I could see a cat in high school, he might average 25 a game. He might be in middle school, he average 25 a game. You know one of the things I always tell a youngster? I say, you will never know how good you truly are until you play against somebody that's better than you. See, that's the thing about smart people. See, when you're so intelligent, you've always been the smartest person in the room. And then when they're ever around someone that's a little bit smarter than them, they struggle. And you know, because whenever you ask them tough questions and they don't understand it, they get frustrated. Because they're so used to, they only know one thing is to always be on top. But see, when a person like me is not the smartest in the room, I don't have that natural smart ability. So I have to think and I have to grind, I have to work hard. So if I don't know something, it's easy for me to say, man, break it down to me. It's going over my head, I don't understand it. A smart person will never tell you that. See, when you play ball and you play against someone better than you, what happens is you have to focus on your weaknesses. See, as long as I'm naturally smart, I'm naturally gifted, I'm naturally talented, I don't have to focus on my weakness because I can just step out on the floor and be better than you. But once it gets to a point where it's like, you know what? This person better than me, so now I got to figure out I have to play harder than him. I remember I was on a semi-pro team in Oklahoma, Tulsa 66, and when I was out there, we had this workout. And I remember I was playing against a bunch of different basketball players. This one guy, he was considered the Mr. Oklahoma out there. He was a top point guard out there in Oklahoma. And I remember when I played against him, he was a better basketball player than me. He was. But what happened was I had to be smarter than him. So what I did was I had to press him full court. If there was a loose ball, I dove on it. If it was a rebound, I went for the extra boards. Even though I was a point guard, I wasn't leaking out. I set picks, I set screens. I did every little thing possible to make me compete with him. But see, when you got natural ability, and once someone is equal to you or better than you, you fold. You fold. If I put a smart person in the room and a smarter person in the room, the smart person gonna fold. Because they don't understand it. Yo, man, that's a part of life, people being smarter than you. Naturally talented people are lazy because they rely on their ability. See, when you have to work hard for your ability, now you can't rely on your talent. You gotta rely on your hard work, your effort. You gotta sacrifice your time when you're not naturally gifted. See, me not naturally being gifted, when I started barbering, when I would go home on a weekend, especially my first couple of years, a lot of people that were good barbers, they would enjoy their weekend. But what I was doing was, on Saturday I was cutting all day. Sunday I was cutting all day when the shop was closed. Monday I was cutting all day. I was going to people's homes, doing whatever I had to do to become a better barber. Because I understood that I didn't have the natural talent that a lot of other people. I have a brother that's a barber. He's naturally talented at cutting. He's naturally talented. I had to put in work. I had to grind. I had to become the barber I became. It wasn't just naturally given to me. You have to be obsessed with winning. Most people are not obsessed with winning. When you're naturally gifted, when you lose, you're like, well, it'll be another year. But see, the people that have to work hard, they're naturally obsessed with winning. When they lose, it hurts. It used to hurt me when I couldn't put the cut on the person I wanted to put on them. It hurt me when I lose at anything. It hurt me. If I play dominoes, I lose, it bothers me. I used to play my woman in cards. She beat me in, I think, spades. My pity pat, whatever. It bothered me. Now I had to give her credit. But when you're a hard worker, and when you're not, and I knew that she was better than me because she had been playing for years and she taught me how to play. But when you're a person that's just not naturally gifted, and you have to work so hard to get where you're trying to go, it puts you in the mind state where you like, it hurts you when you lose. So now you want to play 10 more times. I'm going to keep playing until I find a way to win. See, smart people, they give up. Well, I lost 3 times, okay, it is what it is. See, I'm hungry. I have a certain desire. And see, when you want to become great at whatever it is, you got to have that hunger. You got to have that desire. You got to become more disciplined. And most people are not disciplined at all. Because most people want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. But if you want to become great, every great, I promise you, they work hard even when they don't feel like working hard. When Kobe Bryant used to go to the gym every day and shoot, I promise you there was a day where he didn't feel like getting shots up. And he still went in there and got shots up. There are days when I don't want to work all day. I want to come home early. But I understand I need that discipline. I need to keep growing so I can get to the position I want to get in life financially. I could become a better barber. I could become a better man. I can get my clothing brand up to the next level. I understand these things. A lot of people think, like even my woman sometimes, she don't even understand, like, I don't always like working. Like, I think sometimes she thinks that, man, he loves being gone from home. He loves working. Man, there are times I wish I could just get home and get on 2K and just play 2K. But I understand 2K can't get me where I'm trying to go in life. I can't grow and become the man I want to become while playing 2K. I'd like to just lay up in the bed with her one day. But I can't get where I'm trying to go. I got to get better. I got to sacrifice my time. If you want to become the best version of yourself, you got to sacrifice your time. And you got to decide to work harder. So the entire purpose of this video is to get people to understand that naturally talented people are lazy. So you have to get to a point where you just work hard and stop relying on your natural talent and become the best version of yourself. My name is Sidney Combs, and I'm a young entrepreneur from Shreveport, Louisiana with $1 in a dream. I need everyone to like the video. I need everyone to subscribe to the channel. I need everyone to write a comment, whether you agree on my point or you disagree on my point. It's going to take you working extremely hard to become the best version of yourself. It's going to take you working extremely hard to become the best version of yourself. If you do not want to put the work in, I promise you, you're going to struggle. Who a child going to be? Best producer in Louisiana. If you don't believe me, go to this YouTube channel and check them out. My name is Sidney Combs, and I'm a young entrepreneur from Shreveport, Louisiana with $1 in the dream. Thank everyone for checking me out. Appreciate you.